Right here we have the relay emergency valve with the release valve. The relay emergency valve is there to control what is going on the trailer, depending on what is going on the tractor. Now, when you look at the different connections coming to the trailer control valve, right here we have a filling line coming from the four-way circuit protection valve. There is a line coming from the four-way circuit protection valve right there. Line coming from the regulator and four-way circuit protection valve will be connected to the relay emergency valve through this coupling. There is a hose coupling, and as you can see, it goes into the relay emergency valve. And there is a signal line coming from the trailer control valve. This is a control line. Control line coming from here, and it will go to the trailer emergency relay valve. So this is line 4. 4 is always control, guys. 4 is control. So right here, this is a command line coming from the trailer control valve. And there is a line coming from the reservoir. There is a reservoir line coming from the reservoir and get connected to the relay emergency valve. And there is an output signal coming from the relay emergency valve and going to the load sensing valve. This will be an output. Now, what is the principle of operation? If there is no signal coming from the trailer control valve, if this is not pressurized, it will connect this line. Line 11 is an input line. Line 11 is an input, 1 is an input. Input compressed air from the tractor will get supplied to the relay emergency valve, and if there is no signal coming from this line, if there is no signal coming from the control circuit or the trailer control valve, the relay emergency valve will connect this line to the tanker line. That will allow the reservoir to be filled. So when there is no pressure coming from the trailer control valve, the filling line, this line, will get connected to the red line and the tanker will be filled. If, however, brake is applied and we have signal from here, the relay emergency valve will connect this red line to the output line, to the load sensing. The load sensing will send compressed air to the trailer brake chamber. So that is how it operates. Every time there is compressed air coming into line 4, the relay emergency valve will disconnect this line and it will connect this red line from the trailer tanker to the load sensing valve and then to the brake chamber of the trailer. So this is how it operates. So this line is a filling line and also a discharge line from the reservoir. This line is a command. This is a line that is going to supply the rear brake chamber through the load sensing valve and then supply that pressurized air to the rear brake chamber. The rear brake chamber will then, by using the push rod and the slack adjuster, will act on this cam, applying brake. Every time service brake is applied, every time the foot brake is depressed, we have compressed air coming into here that will make this red line to give supply to the load sensing valve. Every time there is a signal from line 4, that will allow brake to be applied on the trailer. When there is no signal from line 4, it will allow this line to connect to red line and allow the system to refill again. If there is no signal coming from here, the relay control valve will discharge compressed air in here and vent it out. Venting it out will allow the trailer brake to get disengaged. So this is basically how the relay emergency valve operates. Now, output from the relay emergency valve will get connected to the load sensing valve. The load sensing valve is actually activated by this lever. This lever is activated by the load on the vehicle. When the vehicle is loaded, for example, when this axle assembly is lifted up, this will be rotated in such a fashion. So when the vehicle is loaded, massive amount of compressed air will be allowed to pass to the rear brake chamber. When the vehicle is lightly loaded, only a small amount of compressed air will be allowed to pass to the trailer brake chamber. This will prevent wheel lockup. This will prevent wheel lockup in case of a vehicle not loaded. So when we look at the trailer control valve, we have line 1, input to the trailer, input to the load sensing valve, and then we have line 2, output from the load sensing valve, and a line going to the rear trailer brake chamber. And then we have a lever assembly that is going to be connected at the spring. Right there is a leaf spring there. So the suspension system, as it moves up and down, it will activate this. Look, when suspension is moving up, it will move the entire linkage assembly up. See? Now this is a vehicle in a loaded position. When the vehicle is not loaded, this is the position. When it is fully loaded, it will be like so. So by simply changing the position of this valve, we can vary the amount of compressed air coming from line 1 and getting discharged through line 2. This is dependent on the amount of load. When it is like so, massive amount of compressed air will pass from line 1 to line 2. When it is lightly loaded, only considerable amount of compressed air will be passed to the rear brake chamber. This will prevent wheel lockup. If lightly loaded vehicle is applied with massive brake, the wheel will start to lock, and that will cause the wheel to skid. And if a heavily loaded vehicle will be lightly braked, the vehicle will keep sliding. So in order to eliminate that, we have a load sensing valve installed in the line coming from the relay emergency valve to the brake chamber. So this is when the vehicle is empty. When the vehicle is loaded and the suspension is moved up, that will translate to the automatic load sensing valve through this linkage, and that will allow a different value of compressed air to be supplied to the trailer brake chamber. So basically, this is the duty of the trailer assembly. So on the trailer, we have a reservoir and we have a relay emergency valve. The relay emergency valve will have two functions. Either it will allow the system to refill, or when brake is applied, it will connect this tanker to the load sensing valve and to the brake chamber so that brake is applied. So basically, this is how the trailer brake system operates.